What is your style of leadership and how do you find that? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. What's your style of leadership? That's what people ask me from time to time. How do you figure out your style? Is it kind of like a wardrobe and how you dress? Or is it something else? Well, your style of leadership is basically the method you use to motivate, guide people to move from here to there. That's what your style really is. How do you get people to go forward? Do you do that with more of a brash tone, like I've had with Navy SEALs? Or is it somebody who's more feelings oriented that wants to be caring and set that culture of caring? You have to figure out what style is your best. And basically to find that out is, how do you like to be communicated to? Do you like sarcasm? Do you like to be communicated in a certain way where you like to use $10,000 words? Or do you like to use 50-cent words? For me, I have a smaller vocabulary. I tend to use smaller words. But the most successful leaders basically can take a big concept and communicate in a way they use 50-cent words to actually communicate the point and explain the concept, so basically a third grader can understand it. We have to work on our communication skills because that's how we're going to communicate and provide that vision to move people forward. So we have to figure that out to get our style, okay? Now, I can tell you one thing that is not going to work. Leadership by yelling at people where you're cracking a whip from a little throne is not going to work in today's environments. It may have worked a long time ago, but that is outdated and that is out of style. So we need to make sure that whenever we're serving people and helping them and leading them, that we do it with a servant mindset. That's why I love Entree Leadership from the Ramsey Solutions. Yeah, those are the people that brought you Financial Peace University. Fantastic organization. And they use their playbook and teach other organizations on how to be servant-minded leaders. Now, that does not mean that you're going to do everybody's chores and you're not going to wait on them. What you're doing for your leadership team and for your whole organization is actually going out and serving them by leading them. That's right. We have a mindset here with a heart to go out there and do what we need to do for the whole organization. When we make our decisions, it's not based on ourselves, but on how it's going to benefit the total organization. Now, we've seen that where organizations where leaders have actually stepped down because they could no longer move the organization forward. They've kind of reached their capacity or their lid, which is John Maxwell's first law of leadership, is the law of the lid. If you hit that lid and you can't go through it, then you're not going to be able to take that organization forward. So some leaders have actually had to do that. We actually need to figure out how we're going to communicate and how we're going to lead people. Everybody's different. And unfortunately, everybody in the organization has a different style that they like to be communicated to. So focus in on how to do communicating correctly. Now, I got tons of videos on leadership, and I actually have a framework to walk people through on how to build the influence with people, and it kind of uses a sales process to do that. But you have to be able to build influence in sales, and that's the same thing for leadership. We have to be able to build influence with people, because if we don't, we're not going to be successful, and we're not going to have people going with us for the mission. So we need to make sure that we are focused in on how we're working for those other people. That's how we're going to figure out our style, because we're going to take that and focus over there on how we communicate with them so that they can be successful and move forward. All right? Now, if you have any more questions about that, feel free to reach out. My contact information is below. Now, if this video is helpful, hit like, share, subscribe, send to somebody you think it might benefit. That's why I do these videos, to help you. We'll see you next time.